You can go to share to a group.
I know. I see you be doing that.
Huh? Hey, I know the people on the group be getting mad.
What's up? We got
That's how
two
we gonna get some more
viewers.
people. Hey, take a second and share this.
Share this. We about to get into a deep discussion.
Man, we got a new episode. Or we got a new podcast. It's called the Martin Brothers.
Hope y'all had a great week. Let us know how we can pray for y'all. Let us know what you're going through this week. Ultimately, how we can keep you in our prayers. Anybody listening, we got a community meal tomorrow at the church.
Oh, yeah?
Starting at 9:30.
Community breakfast.
Everyone's invited. So 9:30 tomorrow, we're having a community breakfast. We're going to have biscuit and gravy, eggs, sausage, orange juice, all the donuts, So tomorrow, if you ain't doing nothing, stop by the church at 9:30. Free breakfast? And we are going to have a community-free breakfast. So
you cooking?
Yeah, well, I'm going to be there.
You whipping it?
Yeah, maybe.
What you going to cook?
Eggs. That's all.
Donuts?
Eggs. I'm going to get all the stuff today. So everybody's got to play a different job. So
okay.
Whatever job they need me to play, I'll do it.
Some people get the food. Some people cook the food.
Yeah, so I'm going to get the food today.
I feel that. I know that's right.
So community breakfast tomorrow at Matthew's table at 9:30. If you want to come and enjoy a nice breakfast, we'll be serving one.
Yeah. That's what's up. So what's the address?
100 West 23rd Street. It's on the corner of 23rd and Allen at the Buena Vista Baptist Church. They were so kind to give us their facility, let us use their facility. So right by kind of Walgreens on Fredica, you turn right there. And if you're on the corner of 23 and Allen, you cannot miss it.
23 and Allen.
I could have did a commercial right there.
Huh?
I could have did a commercial right there.
Yeah.
Community breakfast.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And every week they pass out bus passes too. So
every Saturday morning they doing bus passes tomorrow morning.
Yep, at 10 o'clock.
That's what's up. Free bus passes. Are the buses charging still or no?
No, right now during the pandemic it's pretty neat. They ain't charging, but like I've told everybody, this is a great opportunity for you to stock up for when they do charge.
That's right. So they're still giving out bus passes even though.
Yeah.
Man.
Hey, did you see that song? I sent y'all.
What song?
My Stimmy's long gone, long gone. It said, every day. It said, how'd it go? Every day. We had Chick-fil-A. And my Stimmy's long gone, long gone.
Like off a bone?
Yeah, they did a whole song.
Oh, that's funny.
They did a whole song about it.
You want to kick it off?
What? Yeah.
The intro.
Yeah.
You want me to do it?
I got it. Thanks for tuning in to another edition, episode 79. Is that right?
You doing all right?
Episode 79 on Trust the Process podcast. 79 means we've been at it for a little bit over a year. We got the irregular strength, Mr. 800 himself, gone today. But we stay consistent, so We're here. We're going to have a nice, good discussion. It's me, Nick Martin, on mic 2.
The Italian Stallion.
And then it's Rob Martin, the People's Plug, on mic 1. So today we're just going to get into it. We're going to just talk about a few things. We're going to open up in prayer, but we just thank y'all for tuning in each and every week. Our platform has been growing. We're on many platforms: Spotify, Anchor, iTunes, YouTube. Find us on multiple channels. Share it. It always helps get the word out. But ultimately, I pray that you can find someone to be a blessing to today. Find someone to be kind to today, because kindness just goes a long way. So, Rob, would you mind to open us up in a word of prayer?
Man, that's pretty weird. That's pretty weird.
I said that like I was at church.
All right. Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, I ask that you bless this episode. Man, give us the words to speak. Let the people who are listening have ears to hear. I pray that whatever we say today, that it would be impactful, that someone would hear it and it would change their legacy forever. That's my biggest prayer through this all. That we see men and women's lives changed through what you've given us to do. And I just ask that we would continue just to be faithful servants with it, that we would be consistent, that we would chase the line, that we wouldn't become complacent, that we wouldn't get comfortable, and that we wouldn't be complainers. Resist the 3 C's at all costs. They kill. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Welcome to another edition of Trust the Process Podcast. Yours truly, Rob the People's Plug Martin, joined by always the Italian Stallion, the Reverend. He just messed up the intro. So
What up?
I call him the Reverend. That's my little brother. You got a clean face. You look good on camera, man.
Yeah, my barber Corey Abel, shout out East End Barbershop.
Yeah, you look real good, man. You look real. You look real preacherish.
Yeah, they set me. They hooked me up this morning.
How you feel when you walk out of there?
Like $1 million. He gets you with the alcohol.
Do you tip him?
Yes, every time.
I do too. I make sure I tip him. Look, you don't want. That's one thing that I've learned is you want to tip the people who serve you.
That's right.
Barbers, waiters.
Yep.
What
Everybody.
else?
Waitresses, barbers.
The dry cleaner.
I don't do that, but dry cleaning.
You don't get dry cleaning?
I tip everybody if they do a good job. Like the dude that built my shelter out back.
Yeah.
He gave me a good price. I thought it was a great price. And he did it like he said he was.
Yeah.
And it was flawless.
Man.
And I told him to take his wife out on a date.
When somebody goes the extra mile, it almost feels good to be like, man, you deserve it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You should always tip. I listened to this guy. He said, always be over generous than under generous.
Always be over generous. Yeah, man. That's how I try to live my life. I try to. Man, I really just want to. Whenever I'm laying in that casket and people's there, I just hope that they say about me that, man, because I crossed paths with him, my life was changed forever.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I watched a sermon the other day talking about that. This is pretty neat. They said if you, it was actually Dave Ramsey, he had a message, and he said, you want to teach your kids something crazy valuable? He said, go to a restaurant on Thanksgiving, and he said, take 4 $100 bills, go order a cup of coffee, and tip them $400 bills. And he said, tell your kids to watch the waitress's reaction.
Oh, my goodness.
He was
Wow.
like, because you're only working on Thanksgiving. You know, most people, work on Thanksgiving or Christmas because
Man, you try to make some money.
you're trying to make some extra money.
That's right.
He said, you want to teach your kid an example of generosity? He said, do that, and y'all sit out in the car and you watch the waitress's reaction.
It'll change your life.
Yeah, I just thought that was pretty
That's a heck of a challenge. What
Yeah.
month? What we in? March. We got some months till Thanksgiving, but man, that's a heck of a challenge.
Oh, yeah, for
That's
sure.
next level living.
Yep.
So what's up, man? How's your week been going? You getting ready to preach tomorrow or Sunday?
Yep. Week's going good.
The Reverend's preaching Sunday.
Week's going good. Yeah, preaching
We got
Sunday.
Easter coming up.
Easter coming up. Oh, everybody's invited to our Easter outreach too, April 3rd. We're going to have a big Easter egg hunt at the church, 1 to 3, 3 o'clock's the hunt. So everybody, if you're listening to this, come out to our Easter egg hunt.
Matthew's Table.
At Matthew's Table, yeah.
23 in Allen.
Yep. And then, how's your week?
Man, my week's going good. I really felt like I've been in the middle of something. And one thing that I've realized.
In the eye of the storm.
That's right. Keep going. That was
That's the only part I
good.
know.
That was good. You have made it.
I didn't know the rest.
In the middle. No, but so I felt like I've been in the middle and just
You ever know anybody like that?
what?
You were riding in the car with them and the song's on and they keep acting like they know the words, but it's like.
I am that somebody. I know all the songs. Believe that.
I'm saying though, you like I know it's one person I'm thinking about in my mind, and I'm like, I know you don't know that song. They over there just, you can't.
Yeah, they just be trying to just act like they know it.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny. So I just felt like I just been in the middle, man. And one thing that I've learned as I get more mature, because I'm not grown yet, I'm still in the process. I've just learned that in the middle is the greatest time for you to express a certain level of faithfulness, of do you believe what you say you believe? Your actions are going to show me what you say that you believe in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can celebrate at the top and anybody can cry at the bottom.
That's right.
That's natural, right? What's unnatural is for you to believe something in the middle that is not seen. So faith is faith is the substance of things hoped for.
Yeah.
What is it?
You just said it.
I didn't say it all. Finish it. I've tagged you in.
Unseen. I forget.
Faith is the presence of things hoped for.
I don't know.
Man, you're supposed to know what faith is. Look it up. Look up what faith is, because that's big.
Siri, what is the definition of faith?
We need biblical. Faith is the presence of things hoped for, but something not yet seen.
Complete trust or confidence in someone or something.
Yeah, you asking Siri. I wanted the biblical version.
I know what
Anyway,
you're
so
talking about.
how my week's been going is I felt like I've been in the middle, man, and I'm just really, and this might be odd, this might be like unusual. I'm proud of myself.
Yeah. That's good.
And I think that but I don't know why I felt like that would be uncomfortable to say, but I just, looking back over the last couple of weeks, I'm proud of myself for just for the level of faith, of just knowing that God sticks true to His promises, right?
Oh yeah.
So what is that that passage you just said about a king, the only one who would disrupt the king?
Can't be telling my sermon for Sunday.
That's a common passage. You ain't make it up.
Now, Tim Keller says the only person that dare wake up a king at 3 a.m. for a glass of water is a child. We have that kind of access.
That's what I feel like I've been tapping into.
Yeah.
That's exactly it, man. And it's felt good. But anyways, besides that, missing Jew. Hope they're having a good time. They're at Disney. They're down in Florida. They've been on a family vacation for 3 weeks now.
Yeah. No, but going back to what you said, I think, and you being proud, and when you just said Jew was on vacation for like 2-3 weeks, I had a moment like that this week where I texted Jonna, and I said, I don't know if you know this or not, but we've came a long way.
That's right.
You know, so like when you said like you're proud, like I think sometimes we should celebrate the victories, you know.
Yeah.
We should celebrate the wins in our life, because me and Jonna was kind of going through a timeline, and I just remember a time like with Jew, like he probably remembers a time where he wasn't able to take his family on vacation.
Man.
And, you know, and things you're proud about, like, you know, for hanging in there and having faith. And then, you know, like, Jonna sent me her credit score yesterday. And it was just, it was something small, but it was just an awesome reminder of what it was to trust the process of faithfulness over years and years and years, and doing the next right thing.
Yeah.
And I just think sometimes people should take a moment and reflect and be proud of how far they have came.
That's right. Yeah, because you know so often we get the other side of it.
Yeah.
You know, when we mess up, we hear it. But I think Roger preached on this a couple weeks ago, and he just he encouraged people to go out and encourage someone else.
That's good.
Because that's a big thing of what we're missing, especially as men.
Yeah, because AA does a great job.
They do an amazing job.
They don't even worry about, like, okay, you relapse, you come back, they give you a 24-hour chip and they celebrate
The
that.
first day,
Yeah, the 24
after you mess up, 24 hours, that's a word right there. 24 hours after you mess up, you get celebrated.
Yep.
Where else would they do that at?
Oh,
So why if I'm out in the world, why would I rather not go to AA class in church?
I know. It's convicting, really, because they do community well, they do life.
Accountability?
They do accountability, but they stole it from biblical principles.
I understand that. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but
They
at
didn't
the same
steal it,
time.
but they just use biblical principles.
Right, and then what happens over time is
Yeah.
it goes away from the foundational
Yeah.
of what it was. So, but now, man, I commend them, because it don't matter where you're at, they're always going to accept you back.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's a big thing.
For sure. Nah, the church could learn a lot from how those people, how AA people love each other.
That's right. And if you
And
guys
encourage
didn't
each
know,
other.
so we have our version of a recovery meeting every Wednesday called Truth and Grace at Matthew's Table.
And we have an AA meeting every Sunday.
Do we?
Yep.
How's that going? I ain't been seeing it. I ain't
It
gonna
goes
check.
real good. About 30 people come.
Really?
9 o'clock. Yep.
Oh, that's what's up. At the church too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that's big.
Yeah.
That's real big. Man, but no, that's awesome. So even about the credit score. Oh, when you sent me a picture the other day of when I was locked up, man, it hit me.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
telling you, it hit me.
You look like a liar.
It's sickening. It really is. It's like, so I was talking to a guy that we've been meeting with last night, and I told him one day you're going to look back and you're going to be sick of the man that you once was.
Oh, for sure.
You're not even going to recognize him.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So whenever I look back on that picture and I remember that moment, first of all, I can still feel that moment.
That's right.
Right? So I can feel that pain that I was in of wanting to do something different.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, when I see it, I don't even recognize that person. To me, that is a complete different person.
That's good.
Right? So like, I don't identify with that person that is in that picture, although I do know and realize that
That was you.
that was once me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't comprehend that was me.
No, and I just think about that. Like, that's how you grow up in Christ and you get sanctification.
Yeah.
Is 10 years later, you can look back and be like, man, I was a silly rabbit. I was a silly kid. And I just think, like, when you're able to look like that, that can give you hope. You know that, man, I have grown. God has brought me from a long place. Because I remember in that season, it can feel like, what do I even do?
Yeah.
Because you can't see 5 years down the road. You can't see 3 years down the road.
Oh, yeah.
But if you keep marching forward, there will be progress. Like, especially, I'm working out this year and eating right, and I've been doing it since January. And that's one thing. So every Monday I track my weight. And what I notice is maybe it's not big chunks, but every step is an increment.
That's it.
And then when you add that up over the last 3-4 months, I'm down, 20-something pounds.
Dang.
But in the week, I may only go down.
It don't feel like it, yeah.
0.7. And then the next week I may go down 3, and then I may go down 0.2.
And that's where people get discouraged at.
Yeah.
It's in the middle.
Yeah, they don't see it over a year, or years long span.
That's right.
We want instant gratification.
So the thing is like a lot of times, have you ever drove through fog?
Yeah.
Like heavy fog?
Yeah.
A lot of times that's what life feels like, right?
Oh, that's good, yeah.
You're driving down the highway of life and there's just fog all around you and it's hard to see what's in front of you, what's to come.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of time we make drastic decisions based off of that circumstance that we're in. So the decision that I'm making is going to directly affect what I want to happen, right?
That's right.
But I'm making decisions based on I can't see anything around me. I'm making a decision based on where I'm currently at, not where I want to go.
Yeah.
And for so long in my life, that's how I made decisions.
Mm-hmm.
I made decisions based off of, okay, if I do this, I'm going to be rewarded right now. And that's exactly what I need. So I know my bills are coming up. I'm not working. I have to make a drastic decision to do something now.
Mm-hmm.
But what I found out is over time in doing that and through this process is that every time I made a drastic decision, it only led to a worse outcome than what than what would have happened.
Because you're acting out of desperation.
That's it.
It's because, now I'm in desperation mode and I have to, almost I have to do something
Hey, what's a football team about when they get down to 2 minutes and they're losing?
They do the annexation of Puerto Rico. But look, that's what you can do in life sometimes. As you call it, annexation of Puerto Rico.
Hey, that's what they do.
And you think, man, if I just lateral it this way, and you just block right here, that we gonna score.
We gonna win somehow.
Yeah, it's
the annexation of Puerto Rico.
You never equate that's a 1% chance.
Hey, that's like a team throwing a Hail Mary, just hoping for something to happen, and they're down 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, every now and then you may come up on something.
The exception.
Yeah, but eventually you play with sharks and you will get bit.
That's what it is. And so for the longest time, man, that was a McNugget right there. For the longest time, I called these crazy Hail Mary last minute plays, and over and over and over, every time I read the annexation of Puerto Rico, I got exactly what I wanted, and that was in a worse position than what I had started.
Oh, definitely.
If I just would have took the loss, learned from it, and moved on, I set myself back 30 steps by the decisions I made.
Oh, one of my biggest life lessons is when Jonna told me she wouldn't bail me out of this situation.
Man.
I had done some crazy stuff and I owed one of my brothers some money. And I remember asking Jonna to fix it. I was like, hey, will you take out a loan? Will you ask
me?
Will you ask your mom for some money?
Save me.
And she said no.
Like that.
She said, no, you're going to do this. You're going to figure it out. You're going to talk to him. You're going to sit down with him. And I just wanted her to fix it for me. I wanted a desperation play. And one of the biggest life lessons when she taught me was like, no, Nick, you're going to get through this. You're going to face this head on.
Oh, yeah. What she told you is you're going to feel it.
Yeah.
Because when you feel it.
That's right.
Have you ever been back there since then?
Nope.
Because
never.
when you feel it, it changes you.
That's right.
Whenever you feel, so you've seen a team play in the, well, heck, I mean, I've seen it like with senior high's team. When you feel that loss in the state championship game, it does something to you. And it should change you.
Oh, yeah.
It should change you so much that you never want to feel that again. On the other side of this life that God's blessed us with, I see so many men who are still in that same place, who just haven't felt it yet.
Oh, yeah.
And they wonder why. Why do I keep doing this stupid stuff? Because you ain't had enough of the pain.
I was listening to Ramsey, and he said, I've been listening to him a lot lately, but he said, I'll call someone stupid on purpose. And he said, what I want them to do is feel an emotion attached to
that sounds like my type of guy.
So this one guy called in, and he said, he told him his truck payment was $700. And he asked him how much his rent, his mortgage was. And he said, well, I live in a trailer, it's $400. And he said, are you stupid or what?
Yeah.
And the guy didn't like it.
Oh, man.
But eventually the guy realized, like, God, this was stupid.
That's right.
But Ramsey said he would do that on purpose because he wants to spark something within you. And, you know, usually when we patty cake people and we cheerlead them,
that's it.
then they don't have to
be
feel.
like, it's good boy.
Yeah, oh, at least you're trying.
Yeah.
You know, at least you're doing this.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying nothing's wrong with encouragement.
There is nothing wrong.
But sometimes you need to feel the weight of what you just did, the consequence, the ripple effect of your actions.
I need to be on Ramsey's show, man.
He'll go in.
Hey, he's speaking my lingo.
Nah, so people don't like it because when they call in, but then he'll say, like, look, you called me because you knew.
That's
like,
right.
He was like, you knew I was going to say you were stupid. You just needed to hear it.
That's what most people do, is they are scared to tell themselves the truth.
That's right.
What does truth do?
It molds you or folds you?
Truth is either going to mold you or fold you. So it's either going to change you or it's going to handicap you. You're going to collapse under the pressure of truth. But the greatest thing I think a man can ever encounter is truth.
Oh, yeah. How you know this one store got sued? Because they put these mirrors in their bathrooms, and basically they made you look skinnier.
And they got sued?
Yeah, because when people got home, they figured out it was a lie. Like, how come this dress...
That's a great marketing scheme.
No, it was a lie.
If the dress fits in the dressing room, how's it not fit you at home?
Yeah, but it slimmed them up. So, like, you...
Oh, man, that's a heck of a marketing thing. I agree with that.
They manipulated the mirror.
How do they make a mirror look like that?
I don't know. It was pretty... It was like the way the light hit.
Oh, man, that's some trickery right there. I like that.
So but when they got home, a lot of people was like, why did this dress look different in the thing? And I think that's why a lot of people don't like standing in front of a mirror.
That's right.
Like, so in life, you don't like standing in front of a mirror.
Because why?
Because it's the truth. When you don't like stepping on the scale.
That's right.
And I remember like being overweight, like when Jonna would be like, hey, step on the scale. I'd be like, nah, wait, I'll do it when you leave.
You step on the scale.
I'd be like, I'll do it when you get out.
Why is it that when most people, when you say something like that and just get your opinion, because you counsel a lot of people, you meet with a variety of different couples and men, why is it that whenever truth comes into the room, does it bring out like this defense mechanism or like offense? You know what I'm saying? So offense to me, to be offended just leads to a defensive type of attitude. Why is that?
Oh, I just think it's this. I heard it. I met with someone the other day, and they said a lot of people won't go to the doctor because they said they may tell me something I don't want to hear. Right. And he was like, oh, the truth? Yeah. You know, so I think a lot of people, you know, it's better for them to play the unknown. Well, at least I don't know if I'm sick. At least I don't know if I have cancer. At least I don't know. Right. But I think you should search for truth. Like, truth sets free. Truth smacks in the face. Like, truth, when you face the truth of I'm overweight, then you can do something about it. Right. When you just hide it, you know, or you hide the truth of life, then you're not gonna change anything.
That's right.
So like the truth of, you're in a bad financial state. You need to recognize that in order to grow from that. But a lot of people, they want, like we want quick fixes. And, that's why the stimulus, they made that song about it, because.
Sing it.
My stimmy's long gone, long gone, long gone. I was dying when
Hey, we're going to put that in there.
It said, and they made this off the Bone Thugs and Harmony. It said, every day, every day, every day, I had Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A. But think about that, though, like the truth.
Truth, yeah.
The truth of, you need to feel, I taught budgeting class, and that's what main thing I told them. You need to feel the weight, not just today of what you're doing, the generational effect of what you're doing.
Right.
That your kid is going to follow in your footsteps. Like being overweight, like your kid is going to eat what you eat. Like it's a the truth, it should set you free. Like, hey, you have, my friend, he's becoming a home inspector. He just passed his test.
Oh, that's what's up.
And he said, Nick, most people don't want a home inspection because they don't want to really know what's wrong with their house.
That's right.
He said, so most people will shy away from that because
they would rather live with the lie. They would rather live in the unknown.
That my house is good.
Yeah.
Because then when you tell me, like,
I got to do something about it.
Exactly.
Because if I don't do something about it, what do I look like? But most people would rather succumb to the second of just the unknown. The unknown is better than truth because at least I can believe the unknown, right? I wanted to talk about this, and this is something I'm huge on. This is one of my favorite verses in the whole Bible. And to me, because it speaks to the man and it speaks to the truth of biblical manhood, and it's found in the chapter that would be considered the love chapter, right? Mm-hmm. But to me, truth is love.
Yeah.
Love is truth, right?
For sure.
So it goes. It's 1 Corinthians chapter 13, which is considered the love chapter. Mm-hmm. More than that, it's going to show you what a real man is, and it says this in verse 9. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 9 through 13. For we know in part and we prophesy in part, but when the perfect comes, the partial will pass away. This is my favorite verse. When I was a child, I spoke like a child, I thought like a child, and I reasoned like a child. Mm-hmm. But when I became a man, I put away childish ways. Mm-hmm. And this is it right here. This is where the truth part comes in. For now we see in a mirror dimly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, even as I have been fully known. Mm-hmm. And then it goes on to end. So now faith, hope, and love abide. These three, but the greatest of these is love. Yeah. So basically what I got out of that is when I became a man, I stopped making kid decisions, right?
Oh, for sure.
But not just that. Then it talks about when truth comes and you look at yourself in a mirror. Mm-hmm. The reason why that mirror was so attractive in the dressing room is because it was a lie.
Oh, that's it.
Right? So when you got home and you seen a real mirror and it showed you true truth, mm-hmm. That's why they got sued for, because people didn't want to believe the truth.
Oh, that's it. No, it's most people, like, I'll do a lot of budgets and they don't want to show you the numbers.
Oh, man. They're going to be like, well, I make around this. You know what I'm saying? Before taxes.
So, I tell people when they bring me their budget, I say, bring me your last few pay stubs and printouts of your bank statements.
Hey, why you think banks ask for it?
And then, you know what they do? Well, Nick, let me give you the last 2 weeks of my bank statement. I need the last 3 months.
I need the whole picture.
I need to see what you really been doing.
Right.
But that's what it is people don't want to face truth. Like if you had someone look at an evaluation of your relationship, your marriage.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't want to hear that I'm a piece of crap.
You're stupid.
Or that I haven't treated my wife right. Most people don't want to hear that. They would rather live in the lie of, at least I'm doing better than I was. I'm a halfway good guy.
Right.
And even though you can tell them, like, you can tell this girl, like, man, that guy sucks. He don't treat you right. He don't treat you as you are. But she would rather live in the lie and the fantasy of, well,
he's here.
He's here.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because the lie, the truth can be so hard sometimes that we just accept a soft lie.
Oh, yeah.
Rather than a hard truth.
And then look at this. Here's what we can do, too. So, I had pool problems a year or two ago.
Oh, man.
So what we can do is
it's
when we
probably
have
got us in the biggest mistakes
what
of our life.
What you do when you have a problem is what would you think? What did I do with my pool? Cover it up.
I need a Band-Aid. I don't want to look at it.
I just don't even want to look at it right now. The whole time you got a big problem though. But it's better in our world if we just don't look at it.
Just cover it up.
I felt good as long as the pool was covered up.
Hey, look, I ain't got to worry about what's underneath there. As long as that Band-Aid covers it, and that's what it is. It's a Band-Aid.
As long as I didn't have to see it. And I think that's how people can live life is as long as I don't have to see it, feel it, then I can go on and keep making these choices. But you do need to feel it.
And never have to address it.
Yeah, and you never have to address it. But I think one of the main problems with men and life in general is not seeing where you are today. One of the biggest problems is staying there.
Man.
So I had to make a confession to myself at the beginning of the year, like, Nick, you're unhealthy. The biggest problem would be for me to stay there next year.
That's it.
Even if I only lost 60 pounds this year.
Yeah.
I'm not where I was. And I just
Even if you only lost 20, you're not where you was.
Exactly. And then I lost 20 the next year and 20 the next year.
I would rather see you do that consecutively than to lose 100 pounds and then gain it back a year later. Because that's what a lot of people do.
That's it. And that's what I've been telling people. They're like, well, what are you doing? I'm like, I've just made life changes. And they're like, well, are you on a diet? Well, and I am sort of on a diet, but I'm doing it forever. Like, I'm not, like, I ain't manipulating stuff. Like, this is what I plan to do for the long haul.
It's not behavior modification. It's a complete lifestyle change.
Transformation.
A complete lifestyle transformation, because if it's only behavior modification, that's me faking it until I make it.
Yeah, and that's like what Brandy said. She said, we deceive ourselves, and that's easier.
That's what it is, because we don't want to get the checkup.
That's true.
We don't want to get the inspection. I don't want you to get all my budget, because the picture will be clear.
That's right.
You'll have a full mirror to see. And you only have to, so whenever you do somebody's budget, you don't even have to tell them. They already know.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't want to admit it to themselves. Do you know that counseling is a multi-billion-dollar industry?
And they already know.
And they already know.
That's
All
right.
it is I want to pay you to reaffirm that to me, to where I don't have to tell me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like for somebody to tell me, right? Like, so I smoke. I don't need a counselor to tell me, but people will go out and pay somebody to tell them, you need to quit.
Yeah. No, I think that's it.
It says it on the pack every time.
Yeah, we deceive ourselves to, we almost convince ourselves.
Oh man, I told somebody last night I'm the biggest enemy I ever.
I'll tell people think about that. Like even with smoking, I'll tell people.
Say eating.
I'll tell people that'll cause cancer.
Say eating. That feels better.
And you know what they'll say? Well, maybe not everybody.
I mean, people lived to be 100 back in the day.
No, but that's it though. Like we deceive ourselves and we think that we are the exception, or that, like what you said, then we act out of desperation.
That's it, man.
And we make desperation moves.
The annexation of Puerto Rico.
People will hear anything today, like evaluation, I think is great. Like I told someone that yesterday, like always have 2 or 3 people around you that say, hey, where can I grow? What do you see that I'm doing wrong?
That's right.
And what do you see that I can improve on? And they should be able to give you honest feedback.
That's it.
And not lie to you and tell you what you want to hear.
Without you getting offended.
Yeah.
And defensive.
And I don't think if you have people in your life like that, then you just have a bunch of co-signers.
You're just driving through the fog. You end up on wreck.
Yep. You have a bunch of people that also love being deceived too. So as long as you make me feel good and I make you feel good, then we can be friends.
Man.
But the moment you start to tell me truth that hurts, then I'm going to kick you out.
Oh, he ain't my friend no more.
Yeah.
The prophet Michael Jackson said it best.
He said that.
I'm gonna make a change.
That's right.
For once in my life.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson said it, that if you want to change the world, what you need to do is you need to start with the man in the mirror.
Yeah.
Because it's in that place and it's in that time that change is going to happen and truth is going to be revealed.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. And I think so many people, they overthink it. So I got this quote. And it goes, and I love it, man, because it simplifies it. It makes it easy. And it says, basically, it says start today. I'm trying to find it real quick. Okay, it says start by drinking 1 cup of water.
Oh, yeah.
Start by paying towards 1 debt.
That's it.
Start by reading 1 page. Start by making 1 sale. Start by deleting 1 old contact. Start by walking just 1 lap. Start by attending 1 event.
Preach.
Start by showing up to church 1 Sunday. Start by writing 1 paragraph. The main thing is just start today.
Just start, yeah.
And I just love that, man. I always go back and read that because it's a simple reminder of just start.
Just start.
If you want to write a book, just start,
That's
right?
it.
Write a few sentences today. If you
That's
want
it.
to start praying, just start. Open up your mouth and just start praying. If you want to get healthier, just start. Make a
Just
small
start,
decision
yeah.
today.
1 cup of water.
Yeah, 1 cup of water. Just start making small decisions that will ultimately lead to a bigger decision
Oh, yeah.
in the long run.
So, like, going back to Ramsey, I know that we've said a few things about him, but he has a system. It's called the snowball system.
Oh, yeah.
In a sea full of debt, start with 1 thing, right? So, in a big old ocean that's full of all kind of fish,
Oh, yeah.
in order to achieve your ultimate goal, you just start with 1 thing.
Oh, yeah.
Everything else is irrelevant, right? Everything else, if there's 1 through 100 numbers right here,
Yeah.
start with the number 6.
Yeah.
Focus on that, get that done, then go to the next one and do the same thing and duplicate it. The problem is, just like him, he gives you just simple principles
Oh, yeah.
that breaks it down.
Hey, he said that yesterday. He said, all I'm giving you is what your grandma did.
That's
He
it.
said, your grandma had
You're just paying me to give it to
He
you.
said, your grandma had an envelope system and she paid her debts with cash.
That's it.
And I just think so many times, like when you just said that, like we paid off our last credit card 2 weeks ago.
Man, congratulations.
I remember when we started, we had 6 credit cards, and it seemed like this. It seemed like this mountain in front of us.
That's right.
Like, how do we get out of all this debt that we created? We had a Kohl's card, a Menards card, a Lowe's card, a Children's Place card, an American Eagle card,
Yeah.
a credit card.
Oh, the first lady was splurging.
And we was paying like $700, $800 a month in minimum payment.
It made you sick, didn't it?
So when someone would tell me like get out of debt, I'm like,
How?
how? Like I'm paying the minimum and I don't have any more money. But listen to Ramsey, what he would say, what you said on the snowball effect, is just start with the smallest one.
That's it.
And when you get that one paid, do the next one. And then when you get that one paid, do the next one.
Yeah.
So today, and that's why, like going back to Jonna showed me her credit score, we have no credit card debt anymore.
Man, that's what's up. That's huge.
But imagine if we would have just looked at the mountain or the fog in front of us and just deceived ourselves to thinking,
Man.
well, this is.
Well, hey, this is what we do. The annexation of Puerto Rico, we're in debt. We can't pay it off. We're paying the minimum. We ain't got no more money.
Consolidate.
Get another credit card.
Yeah, or make a big consolidation.
Yeah, hey, let's just file bankruptcy.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Let's just wipe them all off. If nothing changes, nothing changes.
yeah,
That's why it's best for you to face truth head on,
yeah,
because it's gonna change you.
yeah. No, I think like we had to feel it like, oh man, like how can we get out of this hole that we created for ourselves? And that's why I'm so glad to tell people now, and I was glad to be able to tell our budgeting class, like, I was where you was.
Yeah,
And now I just paid off my last credit card.
that's it.
And I won't have any more credit card debt ever. We're not never spending money on credit cards again. Because I know what the mountain it created for us.
You
And I
easily,
felt
very quick.
the mountain it created. So a desperation play, guess what that is?
What?
Because I am so much in a hole, now I'm gonna go take a credit card out that has a 27%.
Have you ever
interest.
read the paperwork that they send you when you sign up for a credit card?
Yeah.
Nick, I'm telling you, you know how them commercial, all right, so it's itty bitty small print, right?
Yeah.
Itty bitty small print. The problem is they know that you want whatever they're going to hand you. They know that you're not going to read it, first of all.
That's right.
So you know them commercials that they're trying to sell you something on the radio, but at the end they bring in that disclaimer?
Yeah.
What do? Just to let you know this, it'll kill you, cost you $1,000, take your grandmama's soul.
Yeah.
They do it real fast,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because they know, like, they have to do it by law.
Oh yeah.
They know that you really ain't gonna care. All you heard was, look, you can call me right now and get $5,000.
That's it.
I'll make it rain right now.
Yep.
That's all they hear.
Yep.
Although the threat is being said at the end, the fact and the truth is being said, you don't take time to listen to it because all you see is what am I getting right now.
Oh yeah, and I think a big thing is we're not hating on people that have debt, or I don't look down on people that are in that situation.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
We just want better for y'all, and like I remember, when taxes come around, and they have that scheme where you want your taxes today, we just gonna take out a little bit.
Hey, what's that one commercial? Get my cash now. Call J.G. Whitworth.
And they'll give you your cash now. They just gonna take out a big.
Oh yeah, no. You remember back about 5 years ago? It used to be real big. November come around, they know Christmas is coming up, Thanksgiving coming up.
Yeah.
Look, if you get about 8,000, look, they give you. I'm talking about they give you
Would
a
they
4,000.
take about 600-700?
Yeah, Nick, think about 600-700 times a million people is what?
They're geniuses.
Look, so all I gotta do because they know human instinct and they know human desires, they know how to pull
Instant gratification.
instant gratification, right? I'm gonna make a drastic decision. I gotta get Christmas. I know my taxes is coming in February, so I can come to you and get 4,000. Although I gotta pay you back 5,000, I'm willing to do that because it's answering my problem right now.
Yep. I told someone that the other day. I said,
I'll do it for anybody who wants to do it.
I said, imagine this. I'm your friend, and I tell you, you ask me for money, and I say, yeah, you're just gonna pay me back 30% on what I give you. I said, you would be mad at me.
Oh
but
yeah,
you'll do
what type of friend are you?
But you'll do that for Visa and American Express every day.
And don't even know you.
You'll do that for MasterCard or Kohl's every day. Me and Corey was just talking about that. Why do you think Kohl's will give you $10 Kohl's cash?
For free.
For free.
Because it ain't
Because
free.
they done the math on, and I'm guilty of it. They done the math of when this guy comes in with $20 Kohl's cash, he gonna spend about 65.
Hey Nick, we need to do some like Martin Cash or something, man. We need to do something that's gonna that's a genius.
Yes, Angela, you can be on our podcast.
That's what we should have had on.
Yeah, we should have had you on today.
Look, I ain't gonna lie.
Well, you was just busy being on live. I seen you.
And not just that, but
you was on live for 3 hours this morning.
We're gonna have to give her a script before she comes on here, and we're gonna have to figure which Angela's gonna come on here too.
And you ain't promoting none of them gummies I seen you promoting and all that.
Oh yeah. plus the wig better be looking good.
And the pencil. You better have the pencil. She was showing people how to pencil to her.
Oh my! Now she's. Oh my God.
I was like, man, I might need that for the top. But
oh my goodness.
No, but going back to what we was saying, just start, man. Like just start getting out of debt. Start, like that guy that has a mowing business that. He rides his bike with his weed eater and his lawnmower. Like, just start. It ain't all got to be like when you did your roofing company. And look, I told someone that the other day. I said, Rob was scared to do it for a long time.
That's right.
Because it seemed so big. So you felt like you needed partners, or you felt like you needed investments,
That's
or
right.
you needed, a big plan. But when you just did it,
man,
it all worked.
Man, all things work
And when
together.
you just said, I'm doing this.
That's right.
And I see you now, like you're doing less vinyl, and I don't really even see you doing vinyl anymore. Like I don't really see you doing a whole bunch of other stuff besides the roofing company.
Yeah.
And what it is you just made a decision of, I'm just doing it.
That's right.
And it's worked out. And I think so many people die with, they have so much stuff in them, and they just don't.
They just don't do it, just like that. So. I want to go on record, like me and Nick has talked about it. Like we want to write a devotional.
Yep.
We want to write a devotional, which will eventually lead to like other things.
Yep.
But the only way that we can do that is we be consistent in our D-Bible.
That's right.
That's what's going to lead to the next thing.
Yeah.
So what I've learned in life, that if I take one step, God will work it out to where 10 other things just line up.
That's right.
I have to be faithful. That's one of my biggest life mottos. Just plant seeds.
Oh yeah, and
hold on, let me say this. One of my favorite sayings. It's not biblical, but it is a society grows great when old men plant trees whose shade they know they shall never sit under.
Oh yeah, I love that one.
My job is to plant seeds that I may not get to see the benefit of, but generations down the line. That's why I love reading and writing in my D-Bible, because I know. One day my grandkids or my great-grandkids are going to pick that up, and because what God has spoke to me is going to change their life. And it's going to continue on with passing the torch.
And here's what I always see in church. Well, I'm looking for the right discipler. Well, right now, you ain't got none. So even if you just meet with somebody.
Look, you just do it.
Even if you just meet, well, you've been saying I ain't got the right discipler for 2 years.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Just get somebody then.
Anybody.
That's what I'm saying. You just meet with somebody, call them your disciple.
Yeah, that's how I be like,
But
look.
think about that. How many people stall because they don't have the right equipment or the right plant or the right computer?
I ain't got the right weed eater, camera.
You know, like I've been writing devotionals every week, and people been asking me, like, what are you doing with those? And I was like, I really didn't have a plan. I just wanted to write.
That's right.
I just wanted to write a devotional every week.
Planting seeds.
And they was like, oh, you should turn it into a devotional book. That's what a few people have told me.
That's it.
And I was like, well, maybe in the future, but if I do decide to, I'll have hundreds and hundreds of them.
That's right.
That I have already written. And I just think, but I didn't plan on doing that.
That's right.
At the beginning of the year, I just said I'm gonna do a devotional every week.
Consistency.
And I've done that every Wednesday for this year. And I have it written at home. Be consistent. That's my one goal this whole year.
That's it.
So I have someone that texts me, and he actually texted me this morning. He said, how's your working out and eating going?
Yeah.
And I said, I'm doing it for the rest of the year.
That's right.
Be consistent. That's what everyone else. And I love what Brandy said, man, because instant gratification can take over. And she said, taking the fat stimulus and not touching it was very hard.
Man.
But putting it towards debt is a weight lifted off of our family.
Oh, that's a decision that's going to change your legacy.
Ripple effect.
That's it.
I can go
preach it.
I can go below it, or I can use this to change generations. I can use this to get out of the mountain of debt that I put it in. So temporary sacrifice for a long-term goal.
What's the percentage of people you think that would do that?
Not many.
5?
Here's what happens. I met so many people. Nick, I'm going to pay off my car when I get this big bonus. And then they get the big bonus and they're like,
I needed a big TV.
Well, I put half of it down.
That's how we be. Look, I'm telling you, it's different. When the money gets in your hand, that's why I had to teach myself to do things without even thinking, right?
Yeah.
So I had to teach myself, like, look, you ain't good when the money's in your hand, so you might as well just do it real quick without telling yourself, because I can justify it really easy.
That's right, Jessica. Make moves or make excuses.
Make moves or make excuses.
No, that's perfect, man. Make moves or make excuses.
That's it.
Start with what you got. Start with what God puts in your hands.
Just start.
Whatever you feel like. I was listening to a sermon yesterday.
From Dave Ramsey?
This was a different one.
All right.
And he said most people, they want God to give them a big, big purpose. And he said, I think God gives us a bunch of small purposes.
That's it.
And he kept calling them small peas. And he said, you stack a bunch of small peas and you eventually have a big pea. He said the problem is, it was real good.
That's a McNugget right there.
He said the problem is most people won't do anything until they feel like they have, okay, God, this is my big purpose. I'm supposed to go feed the homeless. And he was like, no, just worry about the small pea. Feed the person in front of you.
Yeah.
Feed the person that you just seen holding up a sign. And he said, then that would lead you to a bigger and greater purpose.
That's right.
And I think that's how we can start making moves or making excuses, is we can just start today.
That's it. Look, the Bible says those who are faithful with few will be trusted with many, right?
Yeah.
The problem is most of the time we want God to come speak to us in the burning bush. God, light the bush on fire and come speak to me. And then God be like, well, you got a lighter in your pocket. I'm trying to.
Oh, definitely. Yep.
Man, that's a perfect illustration. Make moves or make excuses. You can't say that you want to do something. You can't say I told Nick this. You can't say that you want a new car if you're not taking care of the car that you got right now.
That's right.
As a good father, why would I give that to you?
That's right.
That ain't a good father.
Instant gratification is a thief, right?
Thief.
Yeah, so it's a thief. I'm going to gratify you. So even though burgers are giving you high cholesterol.
I'm going to make you feel good for right now.
Yeah, it's stealing from you in the long run.
Yay dropped a bar on me last night.
What did he say?
He said, you know the difference between Yay's food and fast food? Yay food take you to the bathroom. Or he said fast food take you to the bathroom. Yay take you to the bedroom.
That was good.
I said, dang!
Hey, but most people think about that. We go grocery shopping. And I do it. We will go spend our grocery budget. Got steaks in the freezer,
Man.
chicken in the freezer, fish in the freezer, and then say, what are we eating tonight?
Because why? Because what does it take?
Work, it takes plan. It's that instant gratification. We will go fill up our fridge and freezer and then say, where are we going to eat tonight?
That's right. Why is that?
Instant gratification. Convenience kills. I tell people that in budgeting class all the time. Convenience kills. And I think that's it. It's why do we go grocery shopping and then say, are we going to Fazoli's tonight?
Can we go through a drive-through?
Can we go through a drive-through?
Because convenience kills. Convenience cost. That's why another one of my biggest mottos is resist the 3 C's. I said it in the prayer, right?
Yeah.
Resist the 3 C's. Complaining, complacency, and compromising, right?
Yeah.
Because I know that those 3 things, complacency will kill what God wants to do through your life.
Mm-hmm.
So on the other side of it, speak to me. I'm driving down this highway of fog all around me, and I keep making these decisions outside of just start. Give me something that I can actually do. I know that what you just said, like
keep on driving.
No,
but hey, think about
Jesus
this.
take the wheel.
It's the dollar store motto. You got to think about how genius the dollar store
man,
is.
hey, look, I need
How many dollar stores are in Owensboro? Dollar General.
The new ones.
About 10.
About 15 probably.
You know where they plant them at?
In between you and Walmart.
In between you and anything else.
No, they want to get it between you and Walmart.
Think about what they do because they know
it's a genius.
psychologically. Look, everything in the Dollar General is high.
Oh, it's double.
It ain't $1.
Yeah, it's generally $1, but they just.
But because they know the convenience of you gonna stop here before you keep driving. And that's why I said, how do you get through the fog? You keep driving.
That's it.
You just keep making it one step at a time. And I love what Brandy said. She said, I want to add that in our debt, I may have only had $40 in our account.
Man.
But for the first time, I've never quit giving.
Wow.
Or helping someone. And I will tell you that God has financially showed up.
Brandy, you get a McNugget.
Obedience.
You get a McNugget.
Yeah, so she put a hashtag obedience.
That's
and I
it.
think sometimes how we get through the fog is just we just be obedient in the moment.
We be obedient to God.
Be faithful in the moment. We don't think about, okay, God, take me to the promise, take me to here. We say, God, I'm going to do what's in front of me. I'm going to be faithful with you. If you put $100 in my hands, I'll be faithful with it. If you put 1,000 in my hands, I'm going to be faithful with it. If you put 1,000,000 in my hands, I'll be faithful with it. Yeah. And I just think that's it sometimes. We wait. We think I'm a budget when I hit 1,000,000, or I'm a budget when I get the raise, or and I had a guy and we talked about that. He said he went from $12 an hour to 18, and I asked him how did it affect your life. He said I'm still in the same situation. And think about it, he didn't want to face who was the problem.
Because in the bigger scale of things, they'd be like, I got $1 raise. Mm-hmm. What's that mean?
I don't know.
$7 more?
Yup, not much.
I mean, you gonna spend that.
I remember one time they told me I got a dime raise. I told them to keep it. Hey, they was happy when I walked in. They was like, hey, Nick, everybody got a dime. I said, y'all can have mine. I said, you happy over one dime?
Hey, that's gonna probably cost you more than what it's gonna give you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, since we're going to get you on the podcast the next couple of weeks, I would like to go through the family so we can start introducing.
Mm-hmm. Brandon said, what amazes me is that God shows up when I was careless with his money and disobedient.
Man.
And I think that's just
Brandy dropping the...
Yeah, thank you, Brandy. I think that's it, man. Like, do we trust in God? Like, do we have faith? Like what you said is faith, man. Like, God, you placed this in my hands. And although when I do drop the ball, God takes care of us and he's there, but when God says, well done, thy good and faithful servant, it's a life ringed out for him,
That's right.
Well done. And I mean, we had God's good. And I just know so many people are watching that are holding back and they're thinking, I'll start, this is what this one guy used to say to me. He'll say, Nick, did Monday ever come? Because that's what most people say in the working out.
Yeah.
Man, let me get through this weekend.
Oh, that's what it is.
Starting on Monday.
That's what it is. If I could just get through this time, I'm gonna change up and do something different, man. And it's just a lie.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna start on Monday.
Resist complacency.
That's it.
Just start.
I always say, people, complacency kills, convenience kills, and being comfortable kills.
That's what I said. You can't take mine.
You don't ever say convenience kills.
All I do is take out convenience with compromise. Man, you took that from me.
Think about this though.
Nick be taking my
You know how the other day, how I told people, look, I had to buy a bottle of water from the gas station.
Oh man.
I didn't have to. It was $2. Think about that though. I can buy a whole case. I bought a whole case at Kroger for $2.95. And I went to the gas station. It was $1.99.
You remember when we had that water shortage?
Oh,
Nick, I wanted to fight the dude at the store. I promise you, I wanted to throw hands at him.
yeah.
He was testing my gangster for real, Nick. I'm telling you, we was about to get it on.
Yeah.
I was like, look, I come in here every day and spend money with you. We talked about it on one of the episodes.
Yep. That's how
Man, he still busted my head. I had to, because he knew that he had me where he wanted me.
That's right.
That's just like these credit card companies. They got you right where they want you. Christmas is coming up. I'm gonna play off your emotions. Hey, come get this early tax refund.
Hey, the bank was real nice to me the other day. That's what they said. They said, Mr. Martin, we got this promotion on credit cards. You know, they're good when they call you Mr. Martin.
Hey, I know that's right. You know that's tricky.
I normally don't talk when I go to the bank.
You don't never talk to me like that.
I'll just tell them what I need, and then I'll be like, okay, all right, let me sign it. All right, bye. I ain't really that, I should be more friendly, but he was like, hey, Mr. Martin, how's your day going?
You knew something was up.
I was like, good, what's up? And then he was like, well, we have this package that we've been giving our preferred members, and a credit card, and you get 18 months interest free. But you have a qualified, he had it marked out in black too.
He had it highlighted.
But you have to qualify for the extra months, and we're going to give you an interest free credit card for 3 years.
Oh, man.
He said, would you like it?
Look, they know that 3 is going to turn into 13. They're going to have you forever.
I was like, nah, I wouldn't. I was like, no, thank you. But but think about, why are you being so nice? Why are you trying to get
Mr. Martin.
It was good.
Look, some trickeries going on when people start off conversations and they talking a different lingo.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Look, Brandy, I'm glad she's on here because she's confirming everything we're talking about. She said, hey, get this. I paid my credit card off and they raised my credit.
That's it.
$3,000.
That's what they do. They raise that limit quick. They be like, look, we know what to get you. Come back home to daddy.
We started out with $500 limit. It quickly went up to $5,500. I was like, dang, they gonna give me all that?
Yeah, because you don't think about the repercussions of what you're doing. So, man, just real quick, if you guys don't mind, go down at the bottom left-hand corner. There's a share button. It would mean the world to us if you guys would share this with your people. Mm-hmm. Man, I really enjoy sitting here talking to my little brother. Man, it goes smooth, don't it? I'm telling you, it goes real smooth, man. We'll be having some good conversations with the people.
It was real good. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it, man. We got busy days. Again, tomorrow morning at Matthew's Table, 9:30.
Yep.
Nick will be whipping up the eggs.
Yep,
they ain't gonna be done.
April 3rd, Easter outreach.
Yeah, we got a bunch coming. Easter, the Easter Day event. We invite you guys to church. Nick is preaching this Sunday.
Free bus passes tomorrow.
Oh yeah, come out and hear Nick preach. I'm telling you, God has blessed him in such a way. Hey, Nick is like what they call the rookie. Nick's like the rookie of the year when it comes to pastors. I'm telling you.
Here's what I want to tell people. Don't put yourself, before we close, don't put yourself in position where you got to do the annexation of Puerto Rico.
Yeah, man. Don't look, because it never works.
Did
it work for the Little Giants?
It did. That was the exception.
That was the exception.
That's what I'm saying. It's the exception when you hear, it worked for me.
Hey.
And you start thinking, well, we can do it.
Hey, we can do it too. That's right.
You try it, and then you try it, and it don't work.
You seen them teams do the NFL?
Yeah.
Oh, and it just turns horrible. They just make a mockery of themselves.
I know.
If you ain't seen it, look, go watch the little movie, The Little Giants. It's a football movie. One of the greatest football movies I've ever watched.
I like it.
And they get a team of just nobodies. It almost reminds me of like our church. You know what I'm saying? We're just a team. We're just some people that God's using in a miraculous way. But go watch The Little Giants. It's on VHS. It might be on DVD. I don't know. You can probably find it somewhere. Man, but what a great conversation. The annexation of Puerto Rico. The biggest thing I got out of this is just start.
Yeah, just start.
God will take care of everything else. This Sunday, Nick's preaching on the triumphal entry.
Of Jesus.
Talking about Jesus coming in, riding on a donkey. and what he did, man, for us and for all of mankind. I invite you guys to church. I'll save you a seat, 8:30 or 10:45 on 23 in Allen. You got anything going out?
No, I think that's the biggest thing. I think, okay, to hit this on when you just said church. A lot of people think I need to find the right church where I go. Hey, just start going to church.
Just go.
Just start going, man. God, and then pray that God, leads you to the right church. But you're not going to ever find it.
You're not going to find the right church.
Sitting at home thinking I need to find the right church.
You're never going to find it.
So just start going to church. Just start being a blessing to other people. Just start praying, man. Just start opening up that Bible. Just start. And God will bless that. God is a good God. Just start today. And like I want to, this ain't the church podcast, but like, we just got that building, and like Brandy Hyde and them were such a blessing. Like, man, they clean. I was at church writing my sermon Wednesday night.
Yeah.
She was there cleaning.
Man, like they had a whole group of people there cleaning.
Man, like just start, get plugged in.
Hey, they had I'm telling you, they had a football team in there cleaning.
Man, that's what I'm saying. It's a blessing.
Man, I bet it was sparkly shining in there. Hey,
that's what you're real good at too. Rob always just says, hey, just start. We just gonna figure it out. Like with the podcast or with the roofing company or with other things that you've done. I remember when you was like, Nick, let's do but sometimes Rob would get you in trouble. But when you wanted to start a mowing business, we did have the stuff. We had everything we needed like 3 weeks later.
Man, everything.
I know, but he had me mowing some crazy yards. But we had a good business for a while.
But it led us to something else.
That's right.
And that's the thing. It may not be the thing, but it'll be the thing. That's what TD Jake says. It may not be the thing that gets you to where you want to go, but it'll be the thing that gets you to the thing that'll get you to where you want to go.
That's good. That's good.
Man, just start. Again, share this, guys. Man, we appreciate you guys. We'll be back next week. Same time, same place. Meet us back here. Go get a friend and meet us back here next week. We'll see you guys next week. Have a good week.
Buy somebody's lunch today.
Oh, yeah, real quick. But Thanksgiving. I do want to get together and begin to raise money, or even if we got to do it ourselves. But I would like to film it to see the impact that will have on those waitresses' life, man, because that'll change somebody's world, right?
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next week. You guys have a good week.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah.